Hello all, this is Trusha Patel. Welcome to the part 6 of syntax directed translation. We are going to discuss about dependency graph and evaluation order today. Now we are having one parse tree. Now if the attribute of B is depends on attribute of A, then the arrow we have to draw from A to B. So dependency graph will show the interdependencies among the inherited or the synthesized attribute in the parse tree. Now, as the attribute of B is depending on the attribute of A, first we have to evaluate the attribute of A, and after that we have to evaluate the attribute of B. So evaluation order giving us the order in which the semantic rule need to be evaluated. Now let us draw the dependency graph for the given grammar rule and the semantic rule. We have a grammar E gives E2 plus E3. So parse tree will be E, then E2 plus and E3 are the child node. And we are having the semantic rule, that is E1 dot value is equals to E2 dot value plus E3 dot value. That means the value of E1 is depending on value of E2 and E3. So the values of all three we have to display, and the dependency graph will be drawn like this. So E1 is depending on E2, so there will be a age from E2 to E1, and E1 is also having dependency on E3, so there is a age from E3 to E1. So this red color is indicating the dependency graph for the parse tree. Now the dependency graph we will form for the simple disk calculator. The annotated parse tree we have already constructed in the prior video. We'll just form a dependency graph for the same example. Now this is my parse tree. The attributes of non-terminals and the terminals are mentioned. Now value of f is depends on lexical value of digit. So there is a arrow from lexical value of digit to f dot value. Now t dot value is depends on f dot value. Now f dot value depends on digit dot lex value, and t dot value is depends on t dot value as well as the f dot value. Now e dot value depends on t dot value, f dot value depends on digit dot lex value, t dot value depends on f dot value, e dot value depends on e dot value and t dot value. So these blue color arrows are indicating the dependency graph for this example. Let us construct the dependency graph for the declaration statement. This annotated parse tree also we have constructed priorly. So here the L dot in was dependent on T dot type. So there is an arrow from T dot type to L dot in. Then third layer L dot in was dependent on second layer L dot in, and second layer L dot in was dependent on the first layer L dot in. So there is an arrow from first layer to second layer to third layer. And the entries of the respective identifiers was dependent on the L dot in entries. So there are arrow from IDs to L. So again these blue color arrows are indicating the dependency graph. Now next is the topological order. This is basically related to the graph theory. So if in a graph we are having two nodes A and B, and there is a edge from A to B, it indicates that A appears before B. So our basic flow is we will construct the dependency graph first. Then from dependency graph, we will find out the topological order or the topological sort we will perform. And from that, we will find out the evaluation order. Now, for the dependency graph which we have constructed earlier for the simple desk calculator, let us construct the evaluation order. First, we have to find out the lexical value of this digit, then next digit lexical value, and the third digit next lexical value. After that, the digit value we have to assign to the F, then second digit value again assign to F, and third digit value will again assign to F. Now F value will be assigned to T, and in the last also F is assigned to T. Now using T and F, the value of T will be calculated, that is our sequence number 9. Our sequence number 10 is value of T is assigned to value of E, and sequence number 11 is value of E is calculated from value of E and value of T. And lastly, we will reach at the sequence number 12, that is L. So your evaluation order can be expression 1 or the A1 will be calculated first, and that will be assigned to E4. So you can follow this 1, 2, 3, 4 as per the sequence which I have mentioned in the dependency graph in the block. So one value will be assigned to 4, then second value will be assigned to 5th, then third value will be assigned to 6th. After that, fourth will be assigned to 7, then 6 will be assigned to 8. Then 9 will be calculated as 7th multiplied by 5th value. Then 10 will be calculated from the 9th. So simply 9th value will be carried forward to 10th. Then 11th value can be calculated as 10th value plus 8th value. And at the 12 number sequence, simply we are printing the value which we have calculated at the 11th step. So this is the evaluation order for the simple desk calculator. Now let us find out the evaluation order for the declaration statement for the same dependency graph which we have constructed. So these are the sequence which we have to follow. So first real will be assigned to the A4, then A4 will be transferred to A5, then there will be a entry of identifier 3 will be updated with the value of E5. After that, A5 will be assigned to A7, then entry for the identifier 2 will be done with A7 value, then value of A7 will be transferred to the A9, and at the last, entry of identifier 1 will be updated with A9. Thank you. We'll be back with the next part soon.